I was looking for a number for the pizza place, and I caught a sudden glimpse of your digital face. It's been 18 months since I heard your tone, but you're still a permanent resident of my phone. I haven't had the heart to hit the delete key to erase the only proof that you belong to me. The updates keep changing the look, but you're frozen in time in my address book. The favorite star still glowing by your name, even though the person that I loved isn't the same. I'm carrying a graveyard in the palm of my hand, living in a future that we didn't get to plan. Oh, you're just a ghost in my contacts now. I wanna reach out, but I don't know how. A name on a screen that I'm too scared to touch. How can 10 digits hurt me this much? I'm scrolling past the people I actually see, just to find the one who's gone from me. It's a hollow connection, a haunting sound, having a ghost in my contacts now. I went to change your ringtone to something less loud, something that wouldn't make me cry in a crowd. But I saw your birthday is marked in the year, a notification that I'm starting to fear. I wonder if I'm still a contact in yours, or if you've scrubbed me out and closed all the doors. Am I just a no-caller ID on your end, or did you click block on your lover and friend? Oh, you're just a ghost in my contacts now. I wanna reach out, but I don't know how. A name on a screen that I'm too scared to touch. How can 10 digits hurt me this much? I'm scrolling past the people I actually see, just to find the one who's gone from me. It's a hollow connection, a haunting somehow, having a ghost in my contacts now. I almost called you when the car wouldn't start. Muscle memory is the enemy of a broken heart. My thumb knew the pattern, it knew where to go, but the logic in my head had to tell me no. You're a shortcut to a house that's been burned to the ground, a silent notification that makes no alphabetical order between G and I. There's the H for the heartbreak that won't ever die. I'm putting the phone down, I'm turning it off, but you're still there in the circuit, you're still there in the light. Just a ghost staying for the night. The stars look like diamonds on a bed of black velvet. Tonight they're just shards of glass in my skin. I'm standing on the porch where we used to sit quiet, waiting for the ache to finally give in. The moon is a pale silver hole in the sky, leaking a glow that's too cold to be bright. I used to find comfort in the glow of the evening, but everything's changed in this 2020 sex life. I'm reaching for shadows, I'm chasing the ghost of the person who loved me the hardest and most. But the air is a fever, the night is a flame, and the breeze only whispers the parts of your name. Oh, it's burning, this silver and blue. The moon is a fire that leads back to you. It's a hollow white sun, it's a scorching white glow, setting fire to the memories I'm trying to let go. I thought night was for hiding, I thought night was for peace, but this burning moonlight offers no release. It's a cold white heat, and I'm caught in the glare of a love that's no longer there. The shadows are long, and they're pointed like needles, stabbing the places where you used to lean. I try to find shade in the dark of the hallway, but the moon finds the cracks and it washes me clean, clean of the hope, clean of the lies. Under the stare of those unblinking eyes, it's showing me every empty space in this yard, making the moving on twice as hard. Oh, it's burning, the silver and blue. The moon is a fire that leads back to you. It's a hollow white sun, it's a scorching white glow, setting fire to the memories I'm trying to let go. I thought night was for hiding, I thought night was for peace, but this burning moonlight offers no release. It's a cold white heat, and I'm caught in the glare of a love that's no longer there. In the daytime I can pretend I'm okay, I can hide in the noise and the grit of the day, but when the world turns its back and the sun goes to sleep, the moon starts to harvest. I'm not ready to reach a spotlight on the wreckage, a torch in the dark, leaving its white hot permanent mark. Curses blinking like a pulse in the dark, waiting for a fire, but I lost the spark, and I'm still stuck on hay. Trying to find the courage just to throw it all away. I write about the coffee, I write about the rain, I write 10,000 reasons why I can't explain the pain. But then I see the two line with your name in the glow, and I realize there's nowhere for these sentences to go. My finger hovers over the button on the screen, caught between the sand and the never should have been. I got a folder full of wishes that'll never see the light, just a graveyard of the things I wanted to tell you tonight. And they're just deleted drafts of you, the I miss yous, and the what I do's, a million words I'll never say, tucked in a folder 3 years away. It's a digital ghost of a heart that's still sore, staring at a locked and a bolted door. I'm clearing out the space, but I'm still falling through the heavy, empty weight of these deleted drafts of you. The sweater you left on the chair, and how the house feels colder since you aren't there. I wrote a long apology for things I didn't do, and a paragraph on how I'm still in love with you. But I select the text and I watch it turn to blue, then I hit backspace until the screen is new, because a sent message is a bridge I can't cross, and a deleted draft is just a silent kind of loss. And they're just deleted drafts of you, the I miss yous, and the what I do's, a million words I'll never say, tucked in a folder 3 years away. It's a digital ghost of a heart that's still sore, staring at a locked and a bolted door. I'm clearing out the space, but I'm still falling through the heavy, empty weight of these deleted drafts of you. Are you writing them too? Do you have a set folder, or are you just getting colder as the world's getting older? Maybe your screen is as empty as mine, just a flat black mirror at the end of the line. I'm clicking discard, I'm clicking confirm, watching my heart take its final slow turn. The skirt changes, the computer asks me, as if it's that easy to set a soul free. Confirm, delete, repeat, another draft of you, another night I'm through. Silence, empty. I'm scrolling through the ghost of us at 3 a.m. Back to the summer when you were my only them. The blue light is a scalpel cutting through the dark, finding every photo, every digital spark. There's the one of us in Brooklyn, 2020 thought, laughing at the ocean from a sandy kitchen floor. I'm frozen in the pixels of a life I used to own, a king of a kingdom that's been overthrown. My thumb is getting tired, but I can't look away from the saturated colors of a better yesterday. I'm visiting a museum where the entry fee is pain, standing in the sunshine while I'm drowning in the rain. And I double tap the screen just to feel a little beat, like a phantom vibration beneath the cotton sheet. I'm liking all the memories of the way we used to be, before you hit unfollow on the heart inside of me. It's a hollow kind of comfort, a digital high, watching out forever go flickering by. One click for the laughter, one click for the ember, just a double tap to remember. I see the 22 research posts you're making with your friends, in places where the party never seems to find an end. You look a little brighter, you look a little blurred, like I'm a caption that you've long ago unheard. I wanna leave a comment, I wanna say I'm here, but I'm just a lurker in the shadows of your year. I'm staring at a dinner plate I didn't get to share. The stranger's hand is resting on the back of your chair, and I double tap the screen just to feel a little beat, like a phantom vibration beneath the cotton sheet. I'm liking all the memories of the way we used to be, before you hit unfollow on the heart inside of me. It's a hollow kind of comfort, a digital high, watching out forever go flickering by. One click for the laughter, one click for the ember, just a double tap to remember. Is it memory full, or just a heart that's over capacity? I'm clinging to this data with a desperate tenacity. I could block the profile, I could delete the cache, but I'm not ready for the final total crash. I'm a screenshot of a person, I'm a low battery soul, trying to find a filter that can make me feel whole. One more scroll, one more remember this day, one more erase before I tuck the phone away. The screen goes black and the room is so cold. The story is finished, the photos are old. Double tap, double tap, goodbye. check the messages I never meant to send, reading back the history of how a heart can bend. The world is moving fast, but I'm still anchored to the shadow of a dream that couldn't last. I walk into the kitchen and I start to make 2 plates. Then I catch my own reflection and I remember all the dates, the ones I spent alone while I was waiting for your call, staring at the phone until the writing's on the wall. I've stopped answering the how are yous from friends I used to know. I've stopped looking for the places where we used to go. It's not just you I'm losing in the static and the gray. I'm watching my own spirit slowly drift away, 'cause I'm ghosting my own heart. I'm leaving me on red, ignoring every single word the better part of me said. I'm a stranger in the mirror, a hollow quiet space, scrubbing every memory of the smile off of my face. I'm disappearing from the life I thought I had to live, with nothing left to take and nothing left to give. It's a cold and lonely heart, ghost in my own heart. I see a notification, a memory from a year ago, back when my eyes still had a spark, back when I had a glow. But I swipe it to the left, I bury it in the deep. I'm keeping secrets from myself that I'm too tired to keep. I don't wanna feel the hunger, I don't wanna feel the sting. I've disconnected every wire, I've silenced every ring. If I don't acknowledge that the pulse is getting slow, maybe I won't have to watch the rest of me go. Yeah, I'm ghosting my underground. I'm not coming back tonight. I'm turning out the light, ghosting my gone. The calendar is stuck on a page from last July, before the we became an eye and the well of hope ran dry. I'm packing up the kitchen, the chip plates and the cups, the ones we bought together when we were looking up. I found a receipt for that dinner by the lake, back when forever didn't feel like a mistake. I'm folding up the blueprint of the life we tried to build, in a house that's staying empty with a promise unfulfilled. The 2026 word is knocking at the pane, but the ice inside my chest is heavier than rain. I'm standing at the threshold, the key is in my hand, trying to find a footing in this shifting desert sand. And it's goodbye to the morning coffee, goodbye to the home soon text, goodbye to the certainty of what was coming next. I'm letting go of the ghost of you and the version of me I liked, walking down a lonely road that's jagged and uphill height. It's a funeral for a future that we never got to see, a bit of broken mercy that has finally set me free. With a heavy heart and tear-stained eyes, this is my last hello to the sunset and my goodbye to yesterday. I walk past our old park, the one with the leaning tree. The bark still holds the letters of who we used to be, but the wood is growing over, the scars are turning deep, and I've miles of memories just upgraded the screen on the living room wall, thinking more pixels will make me feel small. But everything's sharper, from the dust on the shelf to the memories that stick. I found an old video saved in the cloud. The laughter is crystal, the silence is loud. I can see every fleck of the gold in your eyes, and the exact microsecond you started the lies. There's no blur to the edge of the way that you left, just a high-res account of a beautiful theft. I'm zooming in close on the space in the bed, finding the traces of things that we said. And it's heartbreaking high, caught to the ocean. I can see every tear in its perfect position. No grainy nostalgia, just soft in the blow, just the cold hard light of a love let go. The colors are vivid, the contrast is deep, killing the secrets I'm trying to keep. It's a 4K disaster, a cinematic sin, watching the moment the ending begins in high definition. I can see the stray thread on your favorite coat, and the way that your breath caught deep in your throat. The lighting is perfect, the focus is true on the last afternoon that I spent with you. In the old days, the edges would fade into gray, and time would wash most of the details away. But now I'm just haunted by clarity's curse. Seeing the truth only makes it feel worse. And it's heartbreaking high, confirmation. I can see every tear in its perfect position. No grainy nostalgia to soften the blow, just the cold hard light of a love let go. The colors are vibrant, the contrast is deep, killing the secrets I'm trying to keep. It's a 4K disaster, a cinematic sin, watching the moment the ending begins in high definition. I don't wanna see the way your hand shook, or the cold empty hollow inside of your look. Give me the static, give me the haze, give me the shadows of happier days. But the lens is too wide and the sensor's too bright, and there's nowhere for me to go hide from the Every frame is a needle, every pixel's a blade. I'm watching the masterpiece we never made. The image is perfect, the feeling is dead. I'm playing the highlight reel back in my head in high Yeah, it's all so clear now. Too clear. I gave you the truth like a hand-me-down sweater, warm and transparent just to make things better. I laid out my secrets like cards on the floor, every scar, every shadow, and then I gave more. I thought if I opened the doors to my soul, the weight of the honesty would make us both whole. But you took the keys and you locked me inside with a pocket of promises you knew were a lie. I was building a temple, you were digging a grave. I was giving you everything I tried to save. Now the air is so thin and the water's so deep, and I'm paying a price that I can't afford to keep. I traded my heart for a handful of dust. I gave you my honor, you gave me your lust. I bought into forever with the best parts of me, but honesty's a currency that didn't set me free. I'm skating in the rain, now 2020's just night, with a heavy-hearted truth and no end in sight. It's a bitter, broken death that I'm forced to despise, when my honesty was paid with your beautiful light. Use my confessions as weapons of war, turning my weakness into a closed door. Every I love you was a counterfeit coin, a stitch in the fabric you chose to unjoin. I was the mirror reflecting the light, you were the curtain bringing the night. I asked for the truth, just a spark or a sliver, but you left me cold by the side of the river. I traded my heart for a handful of dust. I gave you my honor, you gave me your lust. I bought into forever with the best parts of me, but honesty's a currency that you gave me, we must. Paid with lies. I'm bankrupt and broken under these skies. Keep your secrets, keep your game, I'll keep the truth. Even if it's in vain. But the cost of the love, yeah, the cost was too high. Paid with the lie. Paid with the found it at the bottom of the cedar chest, the one with the loose thread across the chest. It still holds the shape of how you used to lean, back when us was the only thing I'd ever seen. I pulled it on just to feel the wool bite, to see if I could conjure you back to life tonight. But the sleeves are too long and the collar's all worn, just like the promises that we left torn. The scent of your cologne was fading to gray, like the things I was too proud to say. I'm wrapped in the fabric of a better time, before losing you became my only crime. Oh, it's just old sweaters and heavy regret, trying to remember what I ought to forget. I'm wearing the ghost of a touch I still crave, in a knit pattern cage in a soft threaded grave. Oh, what keeps me warm but the heart stays cold, living in a story that's already been told. Yeah, the mirror just sees what the memory said, a man, woman, lost in old sweaters and regret. And now I'm just shivering in the middle of the night. I'm staring at the wallpaper, the pattern that you chose, counting all the reasons why the story had to close. I've got a list of every scar and every bitter word, the way you turn your back until my voice was never heard. The kitchen's quiet now, just the way I said I wanted, but the silence is a hallway where I'm permanently haunted. I know the math of us, I know the sum is always zero, but my heart is looking for a way to make you back a hero. The clock says 2 a.m. in this cold 2020 seat tonight, and I'm losing every battle, I'm losing every fight. My thumb is hovering above the screen, glowing blue and thin, waiting for the moment that I let the weakness in. And I shouldn't wanna call, I shouldn't wanna hear the voice that whispered lies into my lonely burning ear. I should be celebrating freedom, I should be moving on, instead of chasing shadows of a love that's dead and gone. Every logic in my brain says to leave the phone alone, but there's a desperate kind of static deep inside my bone. It's a craving for the poison, it's a longing for the fall. Oh, I know I shouldn't, but I really wanna call. I wonder if you're sleeping, or if you're staring at the ceiling, if you're numb to all the damage, or if you're finally feeling. Do you have a new number? Would a stranger pick it up? Is there someone new already filling up your coffee cup? I've written out 1,000 texts and deleted everyone, because the war is over and I know that you have won. But there's a ghost of a connection, like a phantom limb that aches, and I'm terrified of seeing just how much a spirit breaks. And I shouldn't wanna call, I shouldn't wanna hear the voice that whispered lies into my lonely burning ear. I should be celebrating freedom, I should be moving what I really wanna call. Just to hear your breathing, just to hear you say my name, even if it's wrapped in anger, even if it's full of blame, is a toxic kind of nectar better than this empty air? Is it better to be hurting than to know you're never there? I'm one button away from a mistake I can't undo, one button away from being back in love with you. The screen stays black, and you aren't coming back. I shouldn't wanna call, but I do. Used to complain about the TV on, the way you'd hum along to every song, the clinking of the keys, the slamming of the door. I never knew I'd hunger for the noise before. Now the clock on the wall is a hammer's blow, in a house where the echoes have nowhere to go. I'm walking on tiptoe through every room, like the sound of my breathing is a note of doom. I try to speak just to hear my own name, but the walls don't move and the air feels the same. It's a weight on my chest that I can't push away, the price of the words that we didn't say. Oh, silence is a heavy blanket tonight. It's smothering the sparks, it's putting out the light. I'm shivering underneath the heat of the quiet, a heart-shaped ghost in a one-man ride. It's thick enough to choke, it's too dark to see. The silence is a mountain sitting on me. I left the radio playing in the hall just to feel a little less small, but the static sounds like your voice in the rain, and the melody only sharpens the pain. I reach for my phone just to see it glow, waiting for a hello that I know won't show. The stillness is a fabric woven in tight, wrapped around the space where you slept last night. Oh, silence is a heavy blanket tonight. It's smothering the sparks. Silence is a heavy blanket. The coffee's getting cold on your nightstand. Still leave a little space for your hand. The sunlight hits the floor in that jagged way, but it doesn't feel like the start of a day. I reached out twice before I was awake, that I know I've got to break. But the sheets are flat and the air is still, and I don't think the silence ever will give me back the noise of you. No, it's cold on the empty side, where the shadows and the secrets hide. Sweater's still hanging on the back of the door, like it's waiting for you to walk through once more. I haven't moved the pillow or changed the case. I'm terrified of scrubbing away your trace. They say that time is a healer, a friend, but time is just a hallway that doesn't end. I'm counting the hours by the dust in We built our world on a canyon's edge, trading vows on a limestone ledge. The view was endless, the air was sweet. I never looked down at the ground beneath my feet. I thought we were flying, I thought we had wings, but time is a master of breaking thin things. One little slip, one word left unsaid, and the sky turned to iron and the blue turned to lead. The gravity's calling, the wind's in my ears. It's a terrifying tally of all of our years. I'm reaching for branches that snap in my hand, watching the golden turn into the sand. And it's a long way down, a long way to fall, when you've spent your whole life standing so tall. I'm passing the memories, they're blurring by fast. The first time we met and the look on your face. There's no parachute for a heart that's been broke, just the taste of the clouds and the smell of the smoke. I'm losing the light, I'm losing the town. Oh God, it's a long way down. The 2020 switch, winter is starting to bite as I tumble through shadows in the middle of flight. I see our old kitchen, the light in the hall. I see the framed pictures still hung on the wall. You're still at the table, you're pouring the tea, but you aren't even looking for a ghost like me. Falling is lonely when you're falling alone, through a sky made of silence and a heart made of stone. It's a long way down, a long way to fall, when you've spent your whole life standing so tall. I'm passing the memories, they're blurring by fast. The first time we met and the look on your face. There's no parachute for a heart that's been broke, just the taste of the clouds and the smell of the smoke. I'm losing the light, I'm losing the town. God, it's a long way down. They say it's the impact that shatters the bone, but it's the descent that's the hardest to own. The seconds are minutes, the minutes are years. I'm drowning in gravity, salt in these tears. I'm waiting for impact, I'm waiting for end, but the air is a tunnel that won't ever bend. Still falling past the I love yous. Still falling past the I sorries. The ground is so close, but the end is so far. I'm just a terminal, flickering star. It's a long way down. It's such a long way 2026 winter, there's a lack of light. I've battened the hatches and I've boarded the door, but the rain finds a way through the cracks in the floor. I'm sitting in the kitchen with a candle for a friend, just waiting for the world to finally bend. The radio is static and the power is out, and the wind sounds exactly like your voice when you shout. They say every tempest eventually clears, but they don't see the flood in these 30-some years. I'm checking the barometer, watching it fall while your ghost is just pacing the length of the hall. Doesn't move quite so slow. I find myself wishing for the roof to give way, so the rain can just wash all the memories away. Because the quiet that follows is the part that I fear. When the clouds finally break and the path is all clear, I'll step out the door to a world that is gray and see everything we built has been carried. The color of a bruised knee tonight. In this 2026 winter, there's a lack of light. I've battened the hatches and I've boarded the door, but the rain finds a way through the cracks in the floor. I'm sitting in the kitchen with a candle for a friend, just waiting for the world to finally bend. The radio is static and the power is out, and the wind sounds exactly like your voice when you shout. They say every tempest eventually clears, but they don't see the flood in these 30-some years. I'm checking the barometer, watching it fall while your ghost is just pacing the length of the hall. Doesn't move quite so slow. I find myself wishing for the roof to give way, so the rain can just wash all the memories away. Because the quiet that follows is the part that I I fear when the clouds finally break and the path is all clear. I'll step out the door to a world that is gray and see everything we built has been carried away. And I'm just waiting for the storm to pass, watching the lightning through the window glass. I'm holding my breath till the thunder goes still, but I don't think the shaking in my spirit ever will. You were the summer and you were the sun. Now I'm just the wreckage when the damage is done, hiding in the cellar, trying to last, just waiting for the storm to pass. Is it a storm if it never quite ends? Is it a break if it never quite mends? I've been soaked to the bone since the day that you left, living a life in the wake of this theft. The clouds aren't moving, they're anchored to me like a permanent salt over a permanent sea. Still raining. It's still raining in my head, waiting for the sky to turn blue instead. But the clouds are so heavy and the air is so thick, and the clock on the wall has stopped making its tick. Just waiting, still waiting for the storm